نحمد ولا نصلي الكريم أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Welcome to Productive Parenting, the session 3 of a series on how to become effective parents in Ramadan and for the rest of the year. Today we're going to talk about a very sensitive topic of quality time. Usually in a parenting concept, the first of the part we talk about is, on an average, a father spends 3 minutes every day with a child, and that is really the sad part. It is unjust. 3 minutes, that is 3 into 7, 21 minutes a week. Of course, this might be an exaggerated report, and I'm sure you are not a father like that, but unfortunately, one of the problems we have in a society is we are unable to set a routine that we can spend more time with our children. Parents postpone quality time. And when I talk about quality time, let me also tell you, as a research says, that it's not just the quality time, it's also the quantity of time that is important. For example, let's say you have prayed a great Salah Qiyamul Layl, and that's quality time, but you just prayed for 5 minutes. That was not enough. Khushu does not develop over that much time. You need at least 15 minutes or 50 minutes. Inshallah ta'ala, the same rule applies out here, that your child needs you, but your child needs you on a more consistent basis than just a few minutes a day. That brings us to our big question today, that what is common between a parent and the traffic lights? Yes, the very same one that you probably curse when sitting at the red light on a busy intersection. The answer is, both of them only give instructions. And unfortunately, most of the time instructions are red, because that's the only time you actually watch a traffic light. An example of this is, let's say a mother shouts at her son, "Do not lie." And finally she says, "I have told you not to lie 1,000 times, and yet you have lied." That does not solve the problem. Or a mother shouting at a daughter, a teenage girl, "Get up for Salatul Fajr," and she keeps saying that, "I've told you 500 times, but you lazy girl, you never get up." And you already started the name calling. The problem with the traffic light is, we are looking at a system which only gives instructions, and unfortunately the instructions are just one way. That's a hazardous street, where it's a monotone, where children do not get to respond or react, rather they only absorb. What if we can actually make our lives easier by engaging our children instead of talking to them in the traffic light syndrome? Let me give you a lovely story of a father and his two sons. And because my focus is the father, that these two sons, teenagers, 16 years and 15-year-old, they came to the father and said, "Dad, we need to go to a movie." And the dad was a little surprised. He said, "I wouldn't want you to go to a theater to watch the movie, and of course the movie does not have good things." He said, "Come on, Dad, they're just little part of the movie, and there are no movies today which does not have things that you would not want us to watch." Now the father understood. Instead of being like a traffic light and saying red go or green go and red stop, he said, "All right, we still have half an hour for the movie. Can you help me bake some cakes or biscuits?" And the kid says, "Well, okay, if that allows us to go to the theater." So now the entire family, the two sons and the father, are busy baking. They are doing the dough and they're putting in nice little beautiful shapes of the biscuits. The cookies are now in the microwave ready to be baked. And as they are going to do that, the father says, "Can you quickly go and get the hen's excreta?" They were poultry farm people. There are all these dirt lying around. And now the kids are not very sure what the father wants them to do. "Are you sure, Dad? Come on, just do it." And you see, teenagers would do anything if they allowed their freedom. They said, "Forget our dad, let's do it." So they bring the little excreta, the feces of the chicken, the feet, and they put it on top of the biscuit. And lo, in 5 minutes after the baking, they have beautiful, hot, crispy, brown baked biscuits. The father says, "Go ahead, eat them." And the children says, "No, Dad, you sure? These cookies are not fit for us. You just put some excreta. It's dirty." The dad says, "Oh, come on, that's just 2% of the biscuit. How does it matter to you?" And by now, I'm sure the message would have reached you and the students and the little kids out there and his teenager sons, that even it can be little of it filth, but that's what father would not want to do. And as a good father, I'm sure he would not have just instructed and told them. He would have probably gone for something else, maybe a park, maybe a sports stadium, maybe see a match together. And this is the kind of father we need. Today's session hero is you, my friends. Ya ikhwan, oh my brothers, you the father are the author of your children's days. Every day you set to write a book, and you see the children look upon to you. Ask any children who they want to be when they grow up, and believe me, they can call about Cristiano Ronaldo's and Lionel Messi's, but at the end of the day, they want to be you because they emulate you. The way you drive the car, the way you pick up the mobile phone, the way you answer, the way you read, the way you talk. This is what, if you can understand that you are their role models, you have to behave like them. There's a lovely poem that I want to read to you because it's so apt for what we're speaking. And it says, "There are little eyes upon you, and they are watching night and day. There are little eyes that quickly take in every word you say. There are little eyes, my hand, all eager to do anything you do. And a little child who's dreaming of the day he will be like you." I'm not a poet, but these words really resonated in my ears, that there is something that your children want you to be. Now, let us link this as a beginning to this our beautiful month Ramadan. That how do I make my children engage in everyday life? You know, to begin with, let them enjoy your company. Let your words become credible. In the beginning, I spoke about lying, right? Now, for children, when you promise something and by any means or any reason, even if it's a genuine reason, you do not do it, it's lying. Let's say you promise your little daughter that you will take her for cycling, and Auntie Khalida called us for iftar party and you forgot that part, said, okay, tomorrow is a myth we are living today in. I repeat, tomorrow is a myth we are living today in. For her, for your little daughter, that was a lie you told her. So become credible. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam was the Al-Amin. He was a Sadiq, and that is why his message echoed in people's mind. Imagine accompanying them to the masjid. That is an amazing thing you can do with your kids. Ask them the choice of the masjid. If you're not consistent with one masjid at Taraweeh, probably you can drive them to different masjids. Children are more open and willing to share their fears, dreams and concerns if they find you more likable. The family grows spiritually. Are you that likable person? Amazing examples of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, where he would stand up for his daughter Fatima. Ali radiallahu ta'ala actually grew up as his own son, and look at the relationship they had. Look at what Ali became as a father to Hassan and Hussein radiallahu anhu. Look at Anas and Zayd bin Haritha. These are little kids who got a father figure. Ma kana Muhammad aba ahadin min rijalikum. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is not the father of your men, but he was a role model, a father figure, as we're talking about. And because I spoke about the masjid, this is my dua that you need to remember. Not just memorize it, look at the meanings, reflect on the words. Because you're taking your children to the masajid, this is a dua you can learn. The first dua is entering the masjid. Allahumma ftali abwab rahmatik. Oh Allah, open the abwab, open the doors of your rahmah. You are making a dua as you're taking your children inside. And while you're leaving the masajid, Allahumma inni as'aluka min fadlik. Oh Allah, now I'm leaving, so Allah, make my leaving the masjid full of your bounty. This is something that so beautifully is portrayed in an action item, what you and I can do. Your duas are a feeder for your entire spirituality in this Ramadan. One of the best things you can do is keep a handy Hisnul Muslim, the Fortress of Muslim book, or if you're the app person, download an app. There's so many of the apps. Just before iftar, point number 2 is have a short 5 minutes tafsir of the Quran, or you can even have a 2 minutes tafsir of the duas like the one we just shared. Drive them to New Islamic Talk together. And the third thing you can do on after Ramadan basis is download the 40 Rabbanas app. There's so many duas. Rabbana zalamna anfusana, Rabbana atayna fid dunya. And these are the duas you can make it a habit to learn one every week. Simple as that. 52 weeks, you've already done the 40 Rabbanas. Download the Imam Nawawi's 40 Arba'in Nawawi Hadith app. Let your child read one every day. Let your child be the one who's the narrator, and you all just enjoy the whole session. So this is my resource list to you. The Hisnul Muslim app is out there in various languages. The book is something I would recommend. Keep it handy in your home. Keep a couple of books with you, with your wife, with your children, inshallah ta'ala. Read it as a everyday reading. It's better than the Arabian Nights. Pick it up and make sure it is what your life revolves around. This is an entire session on good father and good Ramadan time. Remember, you do not spend 3 minutes a day, make it 30 inshallah ta'ala. You are the role models in the recap session. I give you example of using the app as a link to make your entire family come together. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make this Ramadan productive. Jazakallah khair. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.